sun, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Okay, today is March 23rd, 2021, and it's 1:40 a.m. It might seem like it's way early, but I did sleep pretty well. I think I went to sleep like 7:30-ish, 8 o'clock last night. So I had a pretty good sleep. I think my body's starting to get used to the time now. Maybe because I slept slightly early, it's sort of starting to readjust to the new time. Okay, 738 subscribers. Welcome, new subscribers. All right, let's go on Twitter and see what's going on. Okay. Yesterday I made some videos. I just took screenshots because of my editing program was rendering the video that you guys gonna see this morning. So I didn't even bother recording the screen because I know it's gonna take me forever to realign the audio with the video. So, and I saw so many news was coming out about the Sussexes hiring new people and things like that. So while it was fresh and stuff like that, I went and take screenshot and record the audio on my phone. Okay, let's see here. First one. Meghan Markle, this girl is being painted as a predator and social climber. It's quite vicious. I wonder if color is a factor in their disdain. My personal view. I worked with Meghan in 2009. I found her to be very likable, hardworking actor. That was my observation, friends. I mean, obviously, we can never get in people's brain for their hate. All right? So we can never get in their brain. We know for sure the fact that she took their lovely prince, and that should tell you pretty much that. And her skin color obviously play a factor in that for the hate. I mean, this thing ingrained in these people. All right, there's 58 comment in there, 1.4 thousand likes. Okay, thanks for sharing. It is definitely because she is a black American who they felt she needed to know her place and allow them abuse her however they see fit. They underestimate her and thought they will get away with abusing a black woman. Not on our watch. That's right, Sussex Squad Podcast. All right, I get it. But to say I don't want to have a public life and move to the paparazzi capital of the world. But that's where she grew up. She grew up in California. There's rule. You see, this is why I was putting some of the Kobe's law that was being passed and all of this. There is rules and laws and regulation that needs to be passed. What the hell is wrong with these people? That's where she grew up. Okay, paparazzi capital of the world. Go there and take anybody's kid's picture. You see what happened. All right, to complain her kids might not get a royal title, even though they left that life, and to complain her husband didn't want her about royal life is a bit odd. I mean, all right. Okay, let's say everything this guy said is correct. All right? Shouldn't the other side have a term of respect? Okay, at least respect her. Respect. That's the thing. Respect her. It's her husband who made the choice. Okay? Because what she saw was the people who needed help, the charitable work that they were doing. But if those people would just sit their ass down and go cut ribbons and let her do the work, she will still be over there. But they went beyond that. All right? They went beyond that. And to say she moved paparazzi capital of the world, that's where she grew up. That's where she was born. Where was she supposed to go? What is wrong with these people? And see, this idiot have four likes. Let's see, there's 29 comment. All right, let's see here. 129. I guess that's for the privacy part here. Let's listen.
Expectation that shouldn't you have an expectation that you're going to have to lose privacy?
Well, it's two things here.
That's part of the deal.
I remember when this first came out, the squad was saying we need to save this for those idiots who keep on saying about what about privacy, what about it come handy right there. That's very good, Sussex Squad Podcast.
Here, I think everyone has a basic right to privacy. Basic, right? Mm-hmm. And we're not talking about anything that anybody else wouldn't expect. So if you're at work and you have a photograph of your child on your desk and your coworker says, "Oh my gosh, your kid's so cute. That's fantastic. Can I see your phone so I can see all the pictures of your child?" You go, "No, this is the picture I'm comfortable sharing with you." And then if they double down and say, "No, but you already showed me that one, so you have to show me everything." You know what? I'm just going to hire someone to sit in front of your house or hide in the bushes and take pictures into your backyard.
And for all of these people who keep on saying that, would you like that to happen to you? All right, people hiding in bushes to take pictures of you and your kids. Will you like that?
Because you've lost your right to privacy because you shared one image with me. Mm-hmm. That's sort of the flawed argument and its operating mechanism that they're confusing people to think. I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy. Mm-hmm. I think that's just a basic understanding.
All right, there it is. She never talk about privacy, so I don't know what's wrong with these people. Let's see here. Okay, she's a good actor, manipulative and cunning. How is she? Don't just put that. So you need to explain. How is she these things you're mentioning? You can't just come here and just drop this and say that. There must be a reason. What did she do that you see that's manipulative and cunning? All right, she married a guy. Is that manipulative? Harry doesn't have a mind of his own to say, I do. And all of this, Harry is a child without a brain. All right. You're bad at hiding your jealousy. That's right. Okay, you will never know what someone is really like. You only have your perception, like everyone else. No one really knows. All right. All right, let me get out of this. People setting these haters in their place. Okay, let's see. Charles should put the Sussex squad in charge of slamming down the monarchy. We'll slam it down till it's non-existent like paper booty. Oh my god, the squad are We'll slam it down for you until it's non-existent like people's booty. Okay, that's she. What, 4 hours ago she put that. That's 6 comment. Let's see what's going on. You just went there. Where is it? Where is the lie? The squad are just laughing. We'll slim it down like that. Let's see that one. Oh, Royal Pen Girl, 55 minutes ago. There's a prayer. All right. A prayer for justice and joy for the Sussexes and Sussex Squad. Psalm 7, 8-11. You are the judge of all people. Judge in my favor, O Lord. You know that I am innocent. You are righteous God. Stop the wickedness of evildoers and reward those who are good. Destroy Meghan and Harry enemies. Amen. You know, as I'm reading this, I was thinking of, I think I bookmarked some of them regarding the copyright case. There's stuff that needs to be done and things like that. Some of the squad were worried why they're going this, why a new judge and all of this. That's in the video. Some of my thinking of that, my observation of that is on video. I think video number 2. That's where I saw the new things were coming out in the middle of the day, like new news. Okay, because I'm recording early in the morning, so it's like some of the things that I'm saying are old news, the day before or something like that. So new news is like in the middle of the day. So when I was able to finish edit my morning video, and I saw all this stuff were popping, and I took screenshot and start recording. So that my take on that is on that video number 2. All right, Princess Diana will have loved Sussex Squad. Definitely. All right, she didn't have that backup. All right, absolutely 100%. Yep, especially Meghan plus the late Alea will have loved the Sussex Squad and Meghan and Harry. All right, I think she will really be sad. She spoke out about intolerance, yet there seems to be more of it than ever now. I mean, if those people would have just leave Meghan alone, the Sussex Squad would not be here. All right, she will want her son treated equally. Okay, she fought for that. She will be part of the outcome of this when it comes. All right, let's see here. I wish there was all the social media support when she was around. You see, things will be so different for her. Alright, girl, she's the mother of goddess. She feels right at home with us. Okay, Sussex Squad is also Queen Spencer Squad. Alright, let's see, what else? Alright, I never read the Telegraph anyway, but it's still a warning to beware of clickbait. Alright, let's see here. 7 hours ago. Let's see here. Let's go in there. Alright, Sussex Squad. I react today and went after Caramel Tomatin. I don't know what is that. Who's that? If it's Tomini. Alright, but let's be careful. She is deliberately doing it for clicks. Do not click the Telegraph. I mean, it's obvious. Pretty much anything out of the UK, don't even click it. Alright, these people have no moral ground, nowhere. Alright, more pay to the journalists. Maybe we should block all of them and react by tagging her from our timeline. Okay, Daily Telegraph. I mean, if you are in one of my videos, I show you guys how I pretty much takes a screenshot of things. You don't go and click. All right, Daily Telegraph link journalists pay with article popularity. Right, Guardian has seen emails revealing plan which is said to have dismissed staff who fear it will rob priorities. All right, the Daily Telegraph wants to link some element of journalists pay to the popularity of their articles. Email seen by the Guardian reveal, and a plan said to have quote, alarm and dismay staff who fear it will, quote, seriously rob our editorial priorities. An email sent by the editor, Chris Evans, last Thursday told staff that, and do, okay. So, yeah, I mean, maybe they're getting new money from, from whoever's telling them to write negative things about Meghan. So they're ramping up that thing. I mean, everybody should know not to click on their nonsense. All right, truly sad time we live in when we can make up what you want, add a quote source, end quote, or two, and call it journalism, as if, like that article that came out about William, where he's wearing that military outfit, and actually is in video number 2 that's coming out March 23rd, is that someone, a journalist, went and read it, and then he made his review. As I was reading it, at first it felt weird reading the way he was putting it, but he pretty much tells you this is what was in the thing. A source said, or a close friend, or this and that. They never say William said. So the palace was probably saying, ramping up their propaganda kind of thing. Because what's happening is that, I'm telling you, it's they see the end is near. So they're still working their old ways, like it, when people weren't really paying that much attention, make them look good to the thing, to the media. They don't know how to readjust themselves. I mean, I don't want to give them any ideas now. So the squad is calling them out on everything. So they're ramping up their ways. They're still their old ways, talking negative about Meghan or whatever, make them look good, anything. So that's pretty much that. They want to ramp up the thing instead of finding new ways. That czar they hire to do their thing for them, their I don't know how to be what was the thing? Why did they hire the czar? I don't know, to see if they could deal with black people with other ways. So oh my god, these people are so stupid. But pretty much is whoever is giving them the extra cash beside getting paid through the media, like the clicks and all of that. Someone is paying them. Okay, we're getting too close to their nonsense. We see what they're doing, so they're ramping it up a little bit more. So we need to talk to our friends. Okay, the squads already know. What we need to do is talk to our friend. Let our friend knows what's going on. Okay, what you're seeing and how you're seeing it. All right. Tell other people, because so many people are so busy getting up early, go to work and do their thing. Even within the pandemic, some people still have to do what needs to be done to pay the bills. So these are the people who's not paying attention. All right, these are the ones they're gonna fool. So these are the ones we in our household need to tell those other people who's busy, who don't have the time to sit down and see those things that we are seeing. So since we see it, we need to spread it out, let other people know. All right, this is what I saw today, or the squad said something. Do you see it the same way? Or if you really, let them know, like when they have their free time during their lunch break, they're on their phone checking stuff. While they're there, you let them know, don't click on this stuff. You're giving them pop up. You're giving them money. All right? So they see the end is near. That's what I see here. Just remember, for us, we need many young people. Or some of us have young kids who's growing up and things like that, maybe in their teens or whatever it may be. So while we know what's going on, pass it on to them. This is how things is being done. Because many teenagers, when I was young, I wasn't paying attention to that. And obviously, the internet wasn't that far. It was just starting. So we need to tell our kids, this is how things is being done. It's being set up for your future. So be careful. Don't do it. Don't click on these things. Even if you see nice pictures or whatever, don't click on it. If you're behind the computer, just take screenshot. Don't click on it. All right? Because the more they're clicking on it, the more they messing up their own future, because we're giving them money to ramp up, to energize those people who's in control. All right, money is power. So your click is power to these people, and in return, it's because the thing that they doing, those people in power who have money, they're not gonna shape the future of these kids who's clicking those articles, those kind of things. All right, they're putting more barriers for them. So it's like the more you click on it, anybody you click on it, it's like you're paying them to set barriers for you. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So it is us who need to tell our kids what we know. We don't know when we're gonna go, when our time is expired. We don't know. So when we know something and you have someone who's willing to listen, let them know. Let your knowledge be out there so people already know. Don't take your knowledge with you and shove it and don't let people know. As long as it's a positive thing. You see something that is being done is wrong, let someone else know. Pass the information down. Okay? That's the thing here. Tell your kids or your grandparents who's probably retire and they behind their computer, they're checking things out. Okay, some old people still, they when they were working, computers were there. All right, so they're probably in retire mode, but they didn't know these kind of things. The advancement of the technology, the websites, and all of these people are creating. So while we in the middle between our parents' generation and our kids' generation, we know of these things. We need to let them know. Don't click on this stuff. You're paying those people to put barriers for you and your kids and generation to come. That's all we need to do. All right? So we know that's what they're doing. All right? So don't click on it. I mean, if you could take screenshot, do the screenshot. All right? As I'm editing this video, one thing I was thinking is those young journalists who are working for these people, they have a choice to make as well. Because if they're that young and they see this thing that is being done and they felt it is wrong, they have a say. I mean, remember, money is not everything. All right? They could create their own platform or YouTube channel or whatever to put information out there. They don't have to go by these people's evil ways. They could always say no to these people. If they get fired, they get fired. All right? Because in the long run, right now, the money might be a good pay. It might be a good pay for now, but in the long run, how long? Remember, you have money to spend. Money is to be spent. The money is not going to be there forever. But the problem it creates, you taking the bait and helping these people to create misinformation and all of that, these will stay for a very long time. So these young journalists have a choice to make and said, do I really want to go in this way? All right, this is how they're shaping the generation to come and to do the bad thing. So these young generation, these young journalists have to make a choice. Either mess up my future or get paid now. Because once they're done with you, they're going to get rid of you no matter what. So this is a very, fine line these young journalists need to make. Look at Omid Scobie, for instance. All right? They could have easily ruined him. Okay? Lucky for him, maybe his parents teach him the core value, or he saw the wrong that was being done and he chose the right path. This is exactly what I'm seeing here. All right. So Omid, this young generation, up and coming reporter and stuff like that, he didn't go with the wrong these other people. All right. So this is a perfect example right in front of you. So many of these young journalists have to make a choice. How do I want the future to be? Because them putting those misinformation out there, remember, they're gonna, I don't know if they're gonna have kids or not, but whatever messed up things that they do now is gonna take years and decades, centuries to fix. All right, so they have a choice to make. Don't go by these old people who want to still, remain in those darkness and kind of things. All right. What is this now? She's going to have to call on the freaks to pay. What is that? All right. Alright, if you want to see a rabid cult of Meghan fans, see Murky Meg, Super Scuba 83, blah, blah, blah. See for yourself the depth of what hate toward one individual looks like. Sadly, these individuals have used Camilla's content to sanction their hatred. Yep, I don't follow those freaks either. Who are these people? I mean, why will I... what is that? Yep, I don't follow those freaks. Who is that? Murky Meg? I'm a freak. How lovely to know. Who are these? Kamala. Alright. See, I don't follow these people. Oh, let's say freak. Nice. Those are the people that make your job so much easier because they actually do all of the sleuthing, which you then only have to regurgitate and present as scoop. Alright, wise up, Camilla. Maybe those freaks have been defending you and your career integrity when Meghan's rabid fan base were attacking you and other reporters. I will let this one. I mean, those guys, these are people they're paying. We know for a fact they are paying them to tell lies. So, anyway, I'm not gonna bother my mind to go search things that, But anyway, they'll write even more lies and false article. Now just go get clicks so they can get paid. This extremely stupid of the Telegraph, which was already extremely stupid. All right, think about it. They know what they're doing. Whatever it is that they're doing is to benefit them. So it is up to us to make sure we don't give them those clicks. All right, they're doing it because it works for them. All right, luckily you should be happy that you realize this is what they're doing. Don't go and click. Okay, it's all over for Britain journalism. They are dropping all pretense of ethical or honest reporting. Sensationalism went. Okay, I remember this article, which is why I never click. Okay, they are all lies anyway, so why torture myself? Exactly. That's exactly that. Why go and torture yourself? You know you're gonna be upset. You know you're gonna... Don't. You see, I don't follow a lot of people. All right? And thanks to the Sussex squad, I'm, being exposed to more knowledgeable people. Like Shola. Oh my God, I don't want to pronounce her last name wrong here. Okay, all of these people, these are people with brain who's saying the truth and all of this. I rather gravitate toward them. Okay, I follow them. All right, they will truly be cranking out the BS now. All right, that's fine. They're gonna crank it up because they need to do their things. All right, Black. I thought it was strange when I saw multiple posts asking those who were critical of the head, if they had read the article. They're missing some stuff here. It's hard for me to read. There was a blatant post that said read the article. Okay, I do not comment on royal voters or pundit of hate. It's money in their bank. But squad is one to those timelines, so maybe I'm wrong. Alright, we don't click on this nonsense. Alright, let me go on my likes, see what's going on. So these two I just like. So I just covered these two already. Alright. Big changes for the Sussex team, including a move for their current UK media advisors, James Holt, who is being promoted to Executive Director of Archwell Foundation. I am told that whether they will have a UK-based media person in the future is still to be confirmed. Right, let's see here. 9 comment. Okay, done, good. They can access or have leaks on their business endeavor and work in USA. Harry and Meghan are cutting that family and all their machinery out. Give them up like they gave you up, babes. Yes. All right. So she's like, that said, I think some of the people are moving to the US or something. I think it's a great opportunity for them. I mean, look at some of my old videos when I was looking for things and like, I was just starting to put stuff about the Sussexes, and it seemed like I was moving along with them. And some of the things that I was looking for, like Harry status, oh my goodness, I got a big backlash for that video. Like, leave them alone. They went through a lot. I mean, I wasn't that well aware of what was going on. Remember, I told you guys, I went back to see where things came from. I look at the history, somewhat of a history of the tabloid or something like that. And I look at Harry status. How is he gonna be able to stay here? Because I know a small portion of the immigration stuff in the US, but later on I find there was wide range of stuff. Things like if pretty much if he has money, he's creating a business and stuff like that. So there's a different load of ways status that he could stay, because I know he did not want to when he said his commander-in-chief is his grandmother. So that tells me he did not want to be a U.S. citizen or something like that. He could be a resident, but not a U.S. citizen. So I started to looking into all of that. And one of the things that I found out, if he's a business, he's employing people. All right, that's a different load of stuff for him here. So these part of these things come into play. Okay, because he's being a employer, he's creating job. So all of this, all right. So he already has good people who's taking care, who's doing good at their posts, and they were in the UK. You know, he's gonna tell them, look, do you want to move in the US? I'm moving forward with my thing. I don't plan on coming back. All right. I already like some of the things that you are doing for us. Will you like to move into the US to continue? Because it's not safe for us over there. All right. This is the thing many of the Brits are not seeing. Okay. These guys, Harry and Meghan, were creating jobs over there for some of you. Actually, as I'm editing it, let me take this back. Because when they were in the UK, they were not creating jobs. They were part of the firm. So if the media was treating them right or with respect, even though they take a step back away from being a royal, working royal, so there could have been a post in the UK for some Brits to work with them. So that's what I want to say here. So when they were in the UK, they were not creating jobs. But if they had stepped back like they are now, they're no longer working royals, and the media was treating them right, so there's a possibility they could have been employer creating job in the UK for the Brits. All right, so I take this part back because it's two different things now. All right, that's before they moved to the US. All right, so instead of backing them up, Harry and Meghan, so many of them are backing the adversaries. Who's taking your money? This is the thing. Sometimes when I make the prayers, okay, let the blind see. Okay. So whoever they already had contact with, who they were working with, they already see, and let's say both employees and Meghan, employee and employer already have a relationship. They like how each other work. They understand each other's vibe. All right. So Harry and Meghan gonna keep these people. All right. You're not gonna bring new people to this, where you have to relearn or readjust to recreate some sort of connection. So if the UK was nice to them, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of nice Brits over there, but many of them are keeping quiet. All right. If some Meghan and Harry had relationship with them and stuff like that, all right, there will still be connection with them. So I believe some of the people they already knew and they didn't have any problem with, all right, as they're moving forward, as Archwell is expanding, all right. Oh, we work with this person. We had a good relationship with. Let's give them a call. Let's give them a call for this position that we have and see if they want it. All right. Instead of starting new. All right. Because I remember when the last job that I was working at. All right. For some reason, I was really sick. I was getting sick a lot. And I was taking a lot of days off. And when they finally found out what was going on with me, I had to be submitted in the hospital right away. So I was at the hospital for 1 week until they did what they need to do. And the following day, I think I got out like on a Friday. I remember I spent one weekend and I got out like on a Friday. Right? And then on Monday, that same week, I should have been home relaxing and stuff like that, recuperate. And I was like, I've been taking a lot of days off and stuff. Let me just go back to work and start, making up for things that, I felt bad that I was taking times off, right? So Monday, even though I wasn't still 100%, but I was much better, I went to work. And I realized as I started to work, and the environment have shifted. I felt like, when they want to fire you, all right? You feel like they want to fire you. And I got home. That was, let's say, a week passed. Everything was fine. Let's say the following week, okay? I went to work and I started feeling the shift, okay? I started feeling the shift. Things wasn't feeling right. Certain questions that they were asking me was like, why are you asking me this? this kind of thing. And I went home, talked to my husband and my mom at that time who was living with me. I was like, this is that. And everybody was telling me it was in my head. And then I put one and one together, and I was like, they want to fire me. They want me to quit. All right? And I told myself, I'm not going to quit. I want them to fire me so I could get unemployment and relax, get the rest that I need. So I waited, and I remember they went out, they gave me the keys to their house, okay, telling me that someone who's supposed to come and work and give them the keys so they could do the work. And I was like, why would they do that if they're making me feel that much uncomfortable? They were trying to see if while they were out for the weekend, I would go to their apartment. And then I called them. Nobody called for the keys. And I let them know nobody calls, where I put the keys at the desk. I'm going home. Okay? I'm not going to wait to give any keys to anybody when it's 6 o'clock. I need to get my ass home. So I told them, I went in their office. I let them know everything. I went in your office. I put the keys place and place, wherever it's supposed to be. And I'm gone. All right? I realized they were trying to see if I'll go in their apartment. They wanted to set me up so they could fire me. I was like, my ass is not going to get fired. I want to relax, be home, and relax and get my unemployment. And eventually, that's what happened. They saw I'm not going anywhere. And I told my husband that. I told him, look, these things look so weird to me. They want to get rid of me. I'm not going to get fired. I'm not going to quit. So long and behold, that happened, right? I felt like we left in a good term. So occasionally, because remember, eventually I will have to look for a new job, and I will need recommendation and things like that. So I kept the good relationship going. All right. So once something happened in between, I was like, F them. I don't need to keep any relationship with these people. All right. So when you have good relationship with people, all right, don't think just because this position is done, let's say they didn't need you now, maybe they have something better coming up where they see fit with you. They could still call you instead of starting with somebody new. Because I have that happen to me before, where at some point the business was closing down or something, or I wasn't fit to what they were going through. All right, from other places. Okay, I used to work for small businesses because in the architecture field, when you work for smaller business, this is where you get the exposure of things, because they give you different hats. All right, this for anyone who's studying architecture. When you're starting, don't go work. I mean, don't get me wrong. If the position is open, take it. All right, but for me, I felt like working for a smaller business. Okay, where they give you different hats, you get to be exposed to different things, which is exactly what happened to me. I got exposed because for the architecture field, they give you for NCARB, all right, to get your points, or they give you a list of things you're supposed to have a architect to sign for you, all right. So when you check the box and things like that, you did this, you did that, all right. So the licensed architect is gonna sign this off and say, yeah, she did have exposure in this. All right, so you work for a smaller firm to be exposed to much better thing. And once you get all your checklists checked and NCARB approve them, then you could move out and work for a bigger firm, and then where you could work on one thing only. So I was able to get that. So when I work for smaller business, all right, the things are a bit limited. But you keep good relationship, and then when they have something else open, guess what? They don't want to go back to, interviewing people for a new position. If they already know you're good at it, guess what? They give you a call. Are you available for this position? I have that happen to me. All right. So things have been changed since then. All right. So I used to do a lot of freelance for some people I used to work full time for, and then things change again. And then stuff happened. So you keep good relationship. And I feel like this is what's happening with Meghan and Harry. That's why I bring all of this up here. When you have good relationship with people, even though something didn't work at a certain time, they ring you up and said, look, I'm moving forward with Archwell. I'm going to need this person for this position that you already have good relationship with. You give them a call instead of starting the whole process of hiring someone to look for a good candidate for that particular position. If you already know somebody, you give them a call. directly and said, look, I have this position open. And I feel like this is what's happening. If they had good relationship with some people in the UK, and they could call them, would you like to move to the US and do this? We'll work, we'll arrange some stuff for you, your paperwork and stuff like that. Give your visa and things like that. So I feel that's what's happening here. And the people in the UK need to open their eyes and say, enough with this stuff. Don't accept this kind of abuse that's going on in the media, because you have good people who's going to create job for you are going to, get out of there and said, enough is enough. This nonsense, I can't take it. All right. People who will create job. All right. They're going to, get out of that island and said, nah, let me set up shop someplace else. All right. And this is what I feel like that's going on. All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right, let's see this one. Okay, Divinely Meghan, I am so glad you posted this. Can you believe the same person? They are cowards, by the way, always deleting their shit. Take when they can't be adult and have a normal conversation on this bird app. It was literally the same person today with their crap take again. All right, what is that? Divinely Anne. So she tagged this person. Okay, what did she say here? The thought of Archie attending Ethan gave me a vesicle reaction. What? You know what? To tell you the truth, I really don't want from what I'm seeing here, these people didn't get the education that they needed. What's the other one? Went to Ethan? What did they learn there? They didn't show them any diversity, none of this. So forget them. They're teaching them head. When you look at in the US, when they send people to the boarding school and all of that, all right, the kid that oh my God, things that I know that goes into, I never went to a boarding school, okay, but when those parents sending their kids to boarding school, all right, there's things that are happening in the dorm, it's unbelievable, okay, that's all I'm gonna say here. Prior to their marriage, I'm sure that was a thought. Once reality hit, hell no, was probably said. The UK has shown their hand and how they will behave. I'm sure it is. Believe me, I don't want them to be there anyway. All right. Next tweet. There's one comment. Let's see here. All right. It really hit a nerve for that person. It's like they've been waiting for you to bring it up again. All right. They can't even own what they say, have to try and sucker punch, then run and take their word with them. Nah, LOL. All right, she tagged them. Yep. Okay, I actually forgot about them until you quote tweet this. Last time they did the same thing, act worse than a toddler, and then delete their tweets like the moo cowards that they are. LOL. I am like, girl, you follow me, not the other way around. LOL. She's so odd. LOL. All right. So let's see here. All right. This one I saw. These are the guys who did that video, the YouTube video where they hired those royal reporters and talk about Meghan things, and they didn't even see the video. All right. So James O'Brien was, I guess, interviewing them. All right, one of three. YouTubers who trick royal expert tell LBC why they did the prank. Carnival of so-called expert. All right. So listen, I'm gonna show it, but I'm gonna interrupt in between because that way I could show YouTube that I was commenting. Okay, on the video. All right. So come on, let's go into it. 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
We basically interviewed royal experts about Harry and Meghan's interview 2 days before anyone had actually seen it.
And invited them on a fake TV show and said, would you give your instant post-match analysis to the interview that's going on CBS? Unfortunately, because it's television, we do have to pre-record it, but that won't be a problem, will it? Oh no, they all said, and offered their views on an interview that, alas, they had not seen.
You see? The interview that they have not seen. And they let them know 2 days prior, all right? And they took the bait. My goodness.
I don't want to ask you, I know, Archie, you also work as a magician, so I'm not going to ask you to breach magic circle rules and reveal your secrets, but did you tell them that you'd seen it?
No. We verified that neither we nor them had seen it before. No, not no.
And obviously you paid them, which is quite a big part of the process.
Yes, we did pay them.
We paid them the kind of fee. Well, let's say we did pay them the kind of fee they would expect to receive for a television appearance. But we thought it was important to mention to our audience that we did pay them, both because it was the truth, but also because it means that in a sense they are monetizing this industry.
Okay, there it is. They did tell them that, you know, the YouTubers and everybody who's gonna be involved in it. Yeah, we paid them to tell a lie. My goodness.
I'm intrigued by that. I've lost an argument with my wife, actually, who's also a journalist, because I thought you might have tempted them into this indiscretion by putting more money on the table than is ordinarily available for a kind of gob on a stick gig.
No, we're saving all our money for the pub when we're allowed to go. We're not going to put more money than we need to.
They don't want to waste their money on it. We give them enough what we see fit. All right, reasonable where they want to back down.
Let's have sorry, go on, Josh.
To pay that amount of money.
No, well, as I say, I got that one wrong. Let's have a little listen to the results, and then we'll come back to Josh and Archie in a moment, and they can tell you how you can find out more about their work.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R, B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
All right, we've seen all of this. You know what? Let me listen to it, and then I probably will cut this part. These are the parts.
Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator.
Ingrid Seward, I'm editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine.
You've not seen the interview yet, have you?
No.
No, great. I think we have a fair idea of where the interview's going, and we have a fair idea.
We do, definitely.
What was your overall impression of the interview?
I think that this was an extremely hard-hitting interview.
In the interview, to my mind, this was an actress giving one of her great performances. From start to finish, Meghan was acting.
Do you think, looking back now, that Oprah went rather soft on Harry and Meghan?
Oh my goodness, the royal expert. My goodness. All right, so well, it's one of three, so there's more to it. Okay, let me click on this. Yeah, that's the other one. That's the rest. All right, there's 2 of 3. Where's the third? Okay, let's see. Show the thread. All right, so there's all 3 of it. All right, so this is 2 of 3. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Giving one of her great performances. From start to finish, Meghan was acting.
Do you think, looking back now, that Oprah went rather soft on Harry and Meghan?
I think the interview was really an iron fist in a velvet glove.
She did ask the tough questions. She had to ask the tough questions.
It was not a balanced interview.
But at the same time, I think she did ask those questions in a sympathetic light.
Oprah is a friend and gave them an easy ride.
And certainly favouring Harry and Meghan.
She was totally sympathetic. And there is a great deal in it that the palace will find deeply concerned.
My goodness, can you imagine? These are grown men, growing adult, okay? Growing adults, men and women. My goodness, just lie on something they didn't even see or hear. They didn't see and hear it. My goodness.
Were you surprised in the interview to hear Meghan's comments about Prince William?
To hear her talking about members of the royal family didn't surprise me at all. I think she was very unwise to do it, but she's the kind of woman that, you know, wants her say.
Remember, Harry and Meghan did not name any names, okay? Did not name any names. Not even William. Well, they mentioned Charles is just because Charles did not pick up his phone call. That's all. All right? They didn't mention anybody's name. All right? Let's see.
Meghan used extremely strong language to describe her relations with members of the royal household.
Meghan spoke about her love of animals. Obviously, in the interview, Meghan talked about the Balham Donkey Sanctuary. What does that tell us about Meghan's character?
Meghan talked about her love of animals, love of dogs, love of the Donkey Sanctuary.
In the interview, the nicest thing about Meghan was that she, you know, it's her love of animals.
She does have a love
They
of
didn't
animals.
talk about any animals. I don't know. Maybe when they were around the chicken, that was. Then I don't think that was aired. Did it air on that night or the day after on CBS? I'm not sure.
But that's only one side of it. That's a domestic side.
Is there a donkey sanctuary in Balham, Josh?
I don't think there is, no, but that didn't seem to concern our royal correspondent.
So, and obviously, as far as we know, there are no specific comments about Prince William
there
either.
it
But
is.
that, of course, just adds to the sense of fun. But there's some seriousness underpinning the fun here, Archie. Why did you do this?
Ultimately, these are the kind of people that wear cashmere on breakfast television sets and once shared a taxi with Princess Margaret and feel that they've got a sort of insight into the royal family. They are then duping both media organisations and the public with their views that arguably, and it's up to our viewers and your listeners to make their own minds up, but arguably are not informed. And that's shaping what is, I think, now becoming quite a toxic debate. And we did not target royal correspondents. We did not target Tim Shipman or Nicholas Whitshot.
Okay. All right, let me continue. This is a very good thing to listen.
They're not informed, and that's shaping what is, I think, now becoming quite a toxic debate. And we did not target royal correspondents. We did not target Tim Shipman or Nicholas Whitshot, Chris Ship or Nicholas Whitchell, or anybody who's a proper journalist. These are people that have set themselves up as experts. They're not journalists. And we also asked very open-ended questions. It was, did Oprah go too soft?
Yes.
And we didn't give them lines. The only 2 lines we gave them were so ludicrous that we almost did it as a chance. There isn't a Balham donkey sanctuary. There's no way. Vaccine, when we had the arbiter say, would be selfish for not taking the vaccine.
Yes, we didn't play that bit out. That was very topical, I suppose, but also, a point at which one would imagine some alarm bells would go off, which makes me wonder whether did you target other people who did see through the ruse, or did everybody come through that you went after?
It turns out that royal experts are very keen to pass on their expertise,
for which we should all be grateful. Josh, do you want to tell my listeners a little bit more about the work that you both do? Take the opportunity to speak to this enormous audience, which is no doubt a tiny fraction of your YouTube following.
All right. These are the young people, you have to take charge of your destiny. These are the people, the royal expert who's ruining it for them. So they have to take action, find ways to put these people in their place. My goodness. Their parents, okay, these 2 young men's parents, pretty much, I don't know them, okay, I'm just, at least the age group of their parents, all right, already aligned themselves with the royals, all right, but these people are making things so difficult for these young people to flourish their, their ideas, their, whatever it is that they see will fit for their future. But those people are putting, those old people are blocking it for them. All right, so that was a good thing to expose these people. And he said exactly who he target, and he didn't target the real journalists, John Nicol, and some of the people that I follow. All right, but it's those freaking royal experts. All right, I'm laughing with James. This was embarrassing. He enjoyed it. All right, it's the Downtown Abbey rage son of that Fritz Ford for me, and this must be attached every arbiter post. Daughter and father. Yep. All right. I think I should bookmark it. Let's bookmark. Let me go to the first one. Once I get the first one. Okay. Let's get out of there. This one. That's this one I need to bookmark. All right. Next tweet. All right. If, for instance, I get black for this, I'm thinking maybe I should create 2 videos and put this by themselves, because I think they're very strict on their things. I might still get black even though I stop in between to commenting on it, but I'll try and see what happens. All right, it's the idea that you think you still have democracy for it to be in danger. Let's see here. Owen Jones. Okay, a country in which citizens and protesters receive harsher scrutiny and criticism than the government is a country in which democracy is in severe danger. All right, there's 4 comments in here, and I'm gonna go into that tweet that person retweeted. There's 4 comments in here. All right, their monarchy, aristocrat, class system, one-sided media literally scream no democracy. All right, that's pretty much that. All right. What have I been saying? Maybe I didn't spell it out that clear, but I give my opinion and I see where it's going. All right, you can deny what you're seeing. All right, even fraction. Okay, again, it's those old people. Okay, these things work for them back then. Why would they want to let it go? So it's the young people who need to fight for it. All right, that video, I never put it out because I feel like some people will. That's when, for instance, when I create what is it? How did I call it? Cyber surprise. That one. When I started, I mean, it wasn't that far off, but when I started putting a couple things out, which I felt like I believe in what I was putting out, but I felt like it was too walking in a fine line. Some people will see it like I have people who question my religion, like about my Catholic. Some thumbnails that I put, they question it, saying I'm disrespecting my own religion and all of this. So I felt like that video, maybe I don't explain things clearly enough. So I didn't want people to take it the other way. They could question it, all right? I didn't want people to think I was attacking people. So some of the things that I was seeing where I felt, I bring different sort of religion, the Islam and this and that. And it may not be that much, but I was afraid to put it because I didn't want people to think I was attacking religion. Because when you talk about religion in this country or any ways, all right, people take it, it's very sensitive. So I didn't put that video out. So that cyber surprise thing, I talk about I think Facebook, where they manipulate the algorithm. Right? That was before I know about Harry, who's dealing with all of these things. Okay, so was it with what's that college, that university they went to get information for and things like that? That was before that. I did that video. I talk about how they manipulate the people to vote against their own interests by doing the Facebook algorithm and all of that. Okay, I spoke about it. This is why I said cyber surprise. You should not be surprised by anything that's going on because these things were there. I was seeing it. All right, I was seeing them. So the monarchy, I don't know if they're involved in it, so I need to back off on that. But whoever know how to do those algorithms, they know how to manipulate the system to make you think the way they want you to think. All right, so when the British come up, when they had people voting against that to be out of the UK, and they normalize, they glorify how bad it is to have an immigrant to come here and all of that. But sometimes you need to stop and think, okay, when there is war, okay, what do you think is going to happen when there's war? People's going to move out. Where are these people going to come? A safe place. Where is the safe place? The people's creating the war. All right, so if you guys were thinking there should not be any war, why would you guys are bombing these people? I don't know why there must be a reason, but when you think about it, they create this narrative to justify their means. Okay, go bombing different countries and all of that. What do you think is gonna happen when there's war? People need to move out of there. They need to be in a safe place. Okay, where are these people gonna go? Okay, they have to come to your country. So what do you think it's supposed to be? And then once these people are moving out of the war zone area, and then all of a sudden, they're coming to your home country because it's safer there. Everybody wants safety net, right? When they come to your country, all of a sudden, what's happening? Immigrants is bad. They can't do this. They're taking your job. But put one and one together. Why do you think they're moving to your country? You think most people, I talk about this before. Do you think people wants to leave their homeland? They don't want to leave. They didn't really want to leave, but they had to because it wasn't safe, because you're bombing them. Okay? So people need to think. This is why when you see people protesting about no war, this is the prevention of that. Okay? These people who's during their demonstration, no war, go back during whenever there was war, or they're gonna do certain things and stuff like that. All right, these are the people who's preemptive all the immigrants from moving. All right, many people move from their homeland, they have money, they had businesses, they were doing their own thing. But when you burn their place, all their livelihood, they have to start all over. And guess what? Majority of them, when they come to a new place, you know what, the things that they know how to do, the skills, all of that, they created in the new home and the new place, their new homeland or something like that. But guess what? They didn't really want to come. Okay, that's not part of the environment. But you people need to understand this. War is created for whatever means, for money. Look at in the US, the military people are saying they don't need those machine guns and all of this war, stuff. But yet, those people who's making those war materials, whatever, the machine guns and all of that, is paying the politician to keep on, to hire them to make more guns. And then guess what? When you have so much gun, you need to use them. So they create the stupid wars. I mean, these things are connected. They link. We all are connected. Your vote to do the Britics and all of that. Your vote to put this politician in place who wants to create war. You all of us are part of it. This is why you need to pay attention to politics. All right? So when you dividing people, you're creating war in their homeland, and then you don't want them to come to your house, and you create this narrative that they are so bad when they were sitting at home very comfortably. All right, this is why those Afghan, I don't believe in the way they treat women over there, but they were living their life. But you know what? Let me not go because I'm not an expert. I didn't study expertise, but I can deny what I see, the connection of things. All right, so those things people are going, oh my God, so much to say. And this is why when I used to read Hugo's comment videos, when he put his videos, that was before I started putting content about the Sussexes, I used to watch Hugo's channel, and then in there I used to read a lot of the comments and all of this, and I always felt like something is missing. And this is why my channel is here, because I feel like these are the things I was typing in Hugo's comments. All right, so these are the connection I used to see, and some people were not seeing it. Oh my goodness, let me see. Even a fraction of the left are under some sort of lunacy over here. It's crazy. All right, they're not crazy. They know exactly what they're doing. Okay, for some reason money is better than food and water. Okay, let's just say water, for instance. Money is better than water. I'll take water anytime over money, because without water you can't survive. But these people, my goodness, money is everything. All right, truer words have never been said. Even the critics of the government are still delusional in their thinking that they somehow live in a democracy. All right, but who's voting for them? You guys are voting them in. They put a bunch of lies in front of you. You buy their lies to vote for them, and then once they get in power, they remove your freedom. All right, so you need to open your eyes. Yep, the UK cannot be saved. Yes, it can. If you're still living, it can be saved. You have to fight for it. All right? Very gullible nation, to say the least. Why do you think they removed themselves from the European Union? All right? Because they know they were going that far. And why do you think Trump was removing the U.S. from different things? Look at the U.S., for instance, as early as 2020 election. All right? Within the pandemic, people stood in line, okay, to fight for their democracy. All right, I did my part. I saw the country was going in the wrong way. I went and voted for my kids and those kids that I was seeing in the cage. All right, go back to some, like in the November videos, those kind of things. I talk about this thing. YouTube decided to block one of my videos, and they gave me a warning because, I was spreading. I think I could still argue it. I could still argue why they remove it. Because some of the things that they say I have on my videos, I'm seeing it on YouTube from the other videos. Okay, maybe the message that I was saying in there, they didn't like the message, but the image and all of this on the MSN and all of this. So I need to take my time and think and how I'm gonna approach them about the warning, because they said before you challenge it, you need to look at your video very carefully and do all of that. So you remove, let's say if I didn't have a backup, I have a backup of it, but if I didn't have a backup, how am I gonna view it if you black it? I can't even view it on YouTube at all. All right, so that's the thing. When you're shedding light, the mainstream don't want that. All right, so someone in my comment section said yesterday, what is it, if she will recommend one of my videos to somebody else, and she mentioned it to me. I was like, thank you for doing that. So when you're shedding light to stuff, you're putting, they don't want people to be enlightened. Okay, they don't want people to be enlightened. I'm not saying I'm the Messiah here or something like that. I just can't deny what I'm seeing. All right, I just can't deny what I see and share with you, since I have a little bit of platform. All right, next. I'm not saying I'm mega YouTuber or anything like that, but it is what it is. All right, you tell one person, even if I had one person as a subscriber, it's one person I'm shedding light to. All right, update this is why I'm telling you. Oh, you know what, I was just thinking, if you look when I was around 190s or 170s subscribers, okay, like early this year or something like that, I realized they were removing subscribers. This is why it became a habit to me to show you the number of subscribers, because they kept on removing them. All right, so they didn't want my video to my channel to advance for people to know it. So I knew that's what was happening. And then guess what? In some of my videos, I said, okay, I don't care. It seems like I'm hitting some nerve somewhere. I'm not saying anything so outrageous where I felt like I have to shut my channel down. I felt like some of the things that I was saying need to be said because some people were not seeing it. All right, and I left my comment. At one point, someone went and shut my comment section out. And the next video, I told people, let me know when my comment section is shut off, because I like to leave my comment open so you guys could have a feedback. If I say something stupid or outrageous, that I could check myself and stuff like that. They didn't want this conversation to go. So I knew they were tampering with my channel. All right? I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who's shedding light to their nonsense or things that I'm saying. So they were tampering with my channel. I knew that. All right, my comment section never shut up. All right, I never shut my comment section, because you know why? When, for instance, there's a title or video is recommended to me, and then, I was like, it's interesting. Let me go check it out. Like, for instance, some of the channels, the videos that I'd be recommended to you. The first thing that I do, I click the video. All right, I go in the comment section, see the conversation could continue. If I have something to say, I could say, so I don't torment myself listening to the channel and then not able to give my feedback. So whenever that comment section is off, I turn it off. I don't even want to see it. All right, that's me. All right, don't torment me to listen to you and then I cannot comment back, whether or not you see it, but it needs to be said. That's the way I deal with. All right, let's see here. Next tweet. Oh my God, 1 hour. Update. The latest in Meghan summary judgment victory versus ANL. Mail on Sunday has 2 weeks to publish front page and apology. Meghan has until Tuesday to stipulate nominal award she'll accept for privacy win. Any challenge to copyright had to be submitted by March 9. With 28 days to account. See, like I was saying, I didn't even see this. If I saw this yesterday when I was doing video number 2, I would have put it in it, because some of the thing that I said in that video is that I think there were 2 comments under it. People were saying, they're trying to, overturn the thing and stuff like that. And I was like, as long it's within the law, rules, and regulation, it's okay. But they'll have to prove themselves. And it's not gonna look good for the monarchy if it goes to trial. Because I think Meghan was trying to save the monarchy some embarrassing thing. Look at this, that Oprah interview only. A small little thing. She just put things what is it? The things that she said at the Oprah interview is to set the lying, to put things in perspective, to set the thing straight. But look at this, they're going crazy with that. So can you imagine if that goes to trial? Okay, can you imagine that? So many things is gonna come out, and guess what? When you're in court, everything goes. All hats are off because you're under oath. You have to defend yourself. I told you, Meghan was trying when she asked for the summary judgment, is to save the monarchy, some embarrassing thing. All right. So if they go to trial, all bets are off. Look at that small little thing Meghan said at Oprah thing. Everybody goes crazy. All right. So you have to say those people who were worrying and all of this, if you have to see what's on the book. Are they following the law? Because in the US, I gave an example. In the US, after you win a case, the person who lose have a chance to appeal it, or to appeal the judgment. And that appeal goes through, guess what? It goes to another set of eyes. All right? A different set of eyes. And this is what Johnny Depp did not have. The same judge who viewed the case is the same judge who did the appeal. And guess what? You think he's gonna overturn what he said? No, it needs to go to a different set of eyes. So if all the judges are following the book, what's on the books, the law, all right, you have nothing to worry about. All right, that's all. So at least I think it was 2 comments. They were going crazy about that. They were worrying and afraid. Why you have to be afraid? All right, as long as you tell your truth. Look at Meghan. She has her truth. She tell her truth, and I told you she's not bothered by these people who are trying to prevent her from continuing the case. All right, look at all the nonsense they were doing before the copyright case goes to trial. Okay, before the summary judgment, all the BS that they knew they broke the law. They knew it. All right. So now that they know they lost, they better come to terms to it. All right. Because if this thing goes to trial, it's not gonna look good for the monarchy. All right. Maybe it will be a good thing for the monarchy. At least that shackle that they are under, maybe it will be broken. Maybe, because sometimes the truth will set you free. If things are set you free, at least they don't have to go, do all this nonsense for the tabloid. Okay, so just go ahead and let it be known. All right. An L appeal in High Court was dismissed. You see, I didn't even know all of this. All right, Royal Suitor. See those people, that little thing that I show you in video 2 on March 22. All right. It's going to come out today, March 23rd. But I recorded the day before. So I didn't even know all of this. All right, listen to what I said in that video. All right, so they dismissed their thing. All right, A&L appeal in High Court was dismissed. They must file with Court of Appeal by April 6th. All right, there will be another hearing at the date to be determined between the 20th of April, 21st may be finalized. All right, privacy damages, process to resolve copyright issue, confirmed October 25th, further hearing on. All right, so like I was saying, just go listen to video number 2. All right, exactly. You see, I wasn't even worried. I didn't even know all of this. All right, let's see here. In respect of the remainder of the claimant's claim, there shall be a hearing, the further hearing, to determine what financial remedy should be granted to the claimant in respect of the claimant for misuse of her private information. 2, whether the claimant was the sole author of the electronic draft or the co-author thereof with any other person. See, I knew that. I was like, because the way some people were saying as if this was done already. And I was like, what I saw wasn't that. They need to know who's the co-author. All right? They need to know this co-author. That person needs to come forward. All right? I said this. All right? 3, in the latter event, the copyright share to be attributed to the claimant and in any event. okay, for the profits to which the claimant is entitled for the defendant's act of infringement of her copyright. Let's like give her her money. All right. 5, the claimant's claim for an injunction delivery up and further relief in respect of her copyright claim. All right. Some people don't know how to read between the lines, so I'm glad she's putting it. Okay, let's see. The GDPR claim is stayed pending A&L's potential appeal. Damages haven't been determined yet. Meghan is seeking profit attributed to the copyright infringement and a normal award for privacy damage. A&L must pay the following legal costs, okay, with a payment already on account of $450,000 pound, not dollars, pound. All right, the defendant is to pay the claimant the following respect of her costs: 90% of her costs of the summary judgment application. Wow, which include the cost of the hearing on March 2nd, 2021. See, they better pay up. Pretty much all Meghan had to do. Okay, all her lawyer's fees is gonna be paid by them and all of that. Okay, her cost of determined liability and the claim for misuse of her private information, save for the issue raised by the claimant's pleading on at paragraph 9.9, okay, of the particular of claim as to which there shall be no order as to cost. Okay, so her cost of determining the issues of liability and the copyright claim on which summary judgment has been granted, that is to say, all issues of liability and that claim save those referred to in paragraph 12C and D below. Her cost of anonymity application, her cost of pretty much pay everything that Meghan, whatever Meghan spent for this to go to get to court, they need to pay all of that. All right, 90% of her cost of summary judgment. All right, all of this they need to pay up. And guess what? If she had gone to a doctor for her mental health, whatever the cost of that doctor, okay, let's say the doctor gave her a receipt of her thing. Guess what? Meghan could present it. You drive me nuts. Okay, you drive me nuts for all of your nonsense. Okay, you put me to what do they call it? Mental issues, whatever. All right. If it's during that time frame, guess what? She could say you need to pay that up too. All right, I did say it in some old videos. Okay, let's see. Kicking the can until the Court of Appeal decision. All right, the judge has ordered to stay on publication of the notice of Meghan's victory and the file until the potential appeal of the Court of Appeal is filed and ruled on. They have until April 6th to file. Okay, so they have time. There's a time for everything. Some of the people who are worrying about that particular tweet, you have to think. If it was you, let's say Meghan had lost that case, the same thing will apply to Meghan. They give her time frame to appeal it. All right, all of the tactic for the loser in this case, okay, will apply to Meghan too. All right, and then guess what? The megaphone, the Melon Sunday, and all of that. Will be putting all of their nonsense in the publication, you know, to about people against Meghan and all of that. So, but when you remove all the noise and all of this, all right, you know your truth, you know what you have against them, you just go by it. All right, thank you for sharing the update. I'm so looking forward to hearing about the damages. I'm expecting to hear £20 million, if not more. All right, I lower your expectation by an order of magnitude. Haven't seen any estimate that High Court for copyright. All right, let's see here. All right, so Meghan, they're asking Meghan to come up with some stuff. So she needs to bring receipt for different things. That's what I was saying. All right, if she had gone to doctor during that time frame or whatever it may be for mental health and all of that, maybe that's a reason. You know what? Now thinking about it, maybe this is why they didn't give her the help that she needed with the firm. Remember, she was thinking of commit suicide and she asked for help. They didn't want to help her. Maybe it's because of that. They know if she had gone to a doctor or something like that, all of this will be, if she decided to go to court with it, all of this will be gone to, will be part of the issue. But guess what? That'll be the money for the firm. So it would not be her. So maybe it's a good thing. You have to take a lemon and make lemonade out of it. Maybe it was a good thing. Maybe after she left the UK and go to a doctor in the US or in Canada, something like that, all those receipts can be used here to get her money back. All right. Yes, she's seeking a profit share. I haven't seen estimate a high court as your original, which you've just cut in half for copyright alone. They still haven't ruled the GDPR, which is also profit based. Okay, so we'll see. Meghan agreed to normal damages for privacy, so that will be a small number. All right. Chris Booth is saying the judge allowed the Mail on Sunday to print the apology and a smaller font than original decreed. Is that true? Oh shit, I just caught that, Chris Booth. What is that? Is that him? Thank you, clear and information as usual. You're welcome. Love or Soda, our best quiet journalist. Thank you for the update. Good job. Thank you. Me patiently waiting for the front page apology. The emoji nail polish. She's waiting for the same here. Receipt of Mail on Sunday. Humiliation is already a gift for me. Paying all her costs is just his gift, but damages on top of all of that. God, it's like a Christmas paradise for all her suffering. I wanted to offer her. Okay, thank you for the summary update. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, so that's what's happening. When you follow the right people, you get the right information. So, and then people need to do some critical thinking on top of it. So some of the thing that someone retweeted of somebody and they go all crazy. I mean, if you know what's on the books, is that all right? This was horrible. They had no money to fund Meghan, let her keep working, but they were so welcome, right? Let's see, 36 seconds.
The time it was awkward, I was a bit shocked. Can you tell us what the question was? No, I'm not comfortable sharing that. Okay. But that was right at the beginning, right? Like, what will the baby look like? Yeah, what will the kids look like? Yeah, what will the kids look like? But that was right at the beginning when she wasn't going to get security, when members of my family were suggesting that she carries on acting because there's not enough money to pay for her and all this sort of stuff. Like, there was some real obvious signs before we even got married that this was going to be really hard.
That reminds me when he was doing the interview with Hutchinson. He said something he never knew what what is it to put to be in Meghan's shoes in one day. So this is why he was learning and all of this. I mean, and I think in that video, and I said there's a different level of racism and all of that. So sometimes when people show their ignorance, okay, it's truly their ignorance. They don't know. All right. So this is why, I mean, some people said, it's not their place to teach people about the racism that they create. But many of these, the parents teach them. They make it part of their lives. So I think at some point we need to take some time out and let them know. All right, like I always said, the initial reaction or the initial presentation of each other. All right, you see how one person reacts to you, and then you let them know in a very nice way. You don't accept or you disagree the way they behave toward you, and then from there you go on and see how they behave. But sometimes you have to take some time out to let them know what they're doing is wrong. All right, so. With the Sharon Osbourne thing, I see a lot of celebrities coming. It's not their place to teach them. Yes, I understand that. They're right about that. It's not them to teach them. But you have to think many of them, especially the young one, you need to take the time to teach them because their parents, it's ingrained in them. Their racism is ingrained in them. So they never been challenged. I'm talking about let's say, my parents' generation, those young people's grandparents or something like that, they never been challenged. Whenever they were challenged, you see, look in the 60s, look in history in America, they, with the water hose and stuff like that, when things were being challenged, they keep them at bay. They didn't let them cross, certain neighborhood. So they were shielding certain group of people where these things, they never experienced it. So They never experienced those challenges. People who were pushing, all those people, those casualties of our ancestors, trying to push forward. All right. They were trying to reach these people, those grandparents here, to let them know there's a wrong here. And I'm sure there could have been one or two who disagree with that, but they shield them from all of this. All right. It's the shielding thing that, they show them, they're teaching them their hate. All right, the white people I'm talking about, they're teaching them hate and to prevent people from coming. But when the people are showing them, the demonstration and all of that, guess what? They shut those things down. They don't let them see it. All right. This is how the manipulation of the mind is. I wasn't there in the 60s, so I don't know what you saw on TV, or the TV wasn't that as much as popular as it is, or what they were showing in the news, so I cannot say. But I'm pretty sure some of the things that were happening in the US, the protests and all of this, I'm sure they were not showing all of it. All right. So those people that they were teaching, those grandparents who had so much racism in them. All right. So they weren't exposed to all of this. So their kids who now with social media, who's seeing different things, different perspective of things, when they come with their racist stuff, take the time to let them know, teach them. All right. Because their parents don't know any better. All right. I mean, I'm not telling you to take your time where you could be making money for your family to teach some racist some stuff, but whenever it presents itself, take a few seconds. You don't know how many mind you might change in that 1 second. All right, they might go and tell their friends and stuff like that. Don't do it. Don't do that. They're not like this, or something like that. All right, 1 second of your time could save a generation. All right, that's the way I see it. All right, Archwell. Okay, let me go in this. 17th. Oh my God, looks like I might have 2 videos. It's already an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, now she is working with Netflix and Spotify, and they are upset. What will they say if she was working royal until acting? Okay, the haters need to pick a struggle. That is true. The haters need to pick a struggle. Which one? All right, let's see here. Exactly. Still talking out both sides of their mouths. Double-minded people. All right, UK. I mean, they told her to go home. All right, remember that. They told her to go home, and she did. And then they're still coming after her. You can't make this thing up. You cannot make this. How is she being in another country is still their problem? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. UK press must have been tipped off about this because they hop on and on for years about Meghan being an actress using the royal family to further her career. I found it baffling. Now I know that's exactly how it will have looked if had they pressured Meghan to keep acting sick. All right. It was a setup from the start. All right. If she keep acting, she have been destroyed, even roll and deal dissected, and the press plus and defies logic that Harry and his wife wanna have been had to do work until George is old enough too. They didn't want them to get married. Period. Okay, like I was saying. That was their biggest mistake. I know other people come with other solution and all of this. What did I say from the beginning? Even before all of this that I knew. I said the royal biggest mistake is to say yes to the marriage. Okay? Because they never true to their words. All right? They always want to be look other than. They're so artificial with their ways where they can say the thing right in front, no to Harry. All right, and if Harry saw it was a hard thing to do and he can't leave without the royals, then he will make a choice then. But hey, I think Princess Diana was working her magic. All right, the Queen successfully lobbied the government to change the draft law in order to conceal her embarrassing private wealth from the public. All right. I did a review on that already. Coming from the billionaire heir to the throne, no doubt. Where is the clip from? Okay, I missed part. I am just speechless. It was on the interview, Harry said. Where can I watch the interview in full? Okay, I don't know. Alright, I agree, could not or would not sound like all those engagement and projects, money making and highly publicized one, and patronage received for all extra donation. She was not a She was not a working royal, not getting paid like Sophie, Kate, okay, black women undervalued, no respect, racism. All right, so the minute they know Meghan was going to be part of the family, they were already setting up, all right, how she will be welcome in the family. All right, they were arranging, okay, she's gonna be in the family, she's not gonna get security. How she's gonna get security? She has to go working. All right, guess what, while she's working, doing her acting job or something, let's say Meghan did not have a mind of her own and she did what they were told, what they told her, okay, and she go acting, and then the press will have a field day. Guess what, there's nothing. The press, the royal expert will leave the royal completely. All right, they were shaping for them. It was to benefit them, the monarch. All right. So when Meghan do a movie role or something like that, you know, the royal expert, the crown of expert, will go and have a field day with that particular movie clip or whatever. If Meghan did do that, okay. So that was to shape for them. That was their own narrative. All right, let's throw Meghan to the wolves. At least they leave us alone. But guess what? Meghan was like, hell no. I'm out. I'm bounced. Okay, you keep your royal expert. I'm out of here. All right. This is what happened when you have a mind. You do critical thinking. Read between the lines. They're not gonna tell you whatever what they truly feel. You have to fill in the gap. All right, I agree. Could not. Oh, okay, I just read that. All right, now I know why they include "Stand by Me." Okay, that thing have meaning with everything. Stand by me and this little light of mine in their wedding. They were being pressed even before the wedding. God bless them to continue to weather the storm of life together. Okay, yep, and the black pastor. Okay, there isn't anything that family can say or do. They are racist, period. So glad Harry and Meghan left. Okay, that's why they had a black pastor in the weddings to let them know what time it is. That is true. And the thing is that what happened, Harry has been exposed outside of the royal palace, and some of the things that they were seeing, and Harry was not seeing it in true life. All right, the Santa Bali and all of this, you know, the people they didn't see him as a prince, which Harry did not want people to be for people to see him as, and they welcome him, and you will think, all right, with what my family have done to you, and you're still welcoming me, and all. I'm just saying, okay, I don't know, that's what one in his mind. So all this kindness, all right, those people he encountered when he goes to Africa and all of this, all right, he was like, that's not what I'm seeing with these people, and especially with Meghan, and the, you know, those time he spent with Meghan before the press knew about their courtship, all right, and the things that they were already putting, the royal experts who didn't even see the interview, you know, they shape, you know, they already tell you lies of things, and Harry was like, in reality, that's not what I'm seeing. So that's why he's brushing off, you know, everybody who is trying to tell him otherwise. He dumped his friend, even his family, who was saying so those BS. That's not the woman that I saw. All right. Also, what were discussing racist family, they wanted Meghan gone or dead. After watching the interview, I'm sure of it. I just can't stand that white supremacist family anymore. After all, they do represent the higher level of class and whiteness. Yep, that is true. And remember, their family is the one, okay, who sectioned people to go around the world to spread those negativity. They know they were lazy from the start, so in order for them to get people's money is to go spread those BS into people's mind across the world. All right, next tweet. All right, James Hall have been and how many different roles with Harry. Okay, I think I read that. All right, let's see here. James Holt have been in and how many different roles with Harry and Meghan, and he looks to be moving to the US to work with them in a new role. So yep, but like I said, young company will have changes. It's normal. All right, let's see here. Honestly, why they are so obsessed by Harry and Meghan? They are a garbage of royal in UK. All right, startup have a fair amount of staff movement, and those who come in early usually move up ranks. That's right. As the startup expand, exciting time for sure. Yeah, That's right. Well, when you work for a small company, as things change, when they fire you, sometimes it's not because they don't like you. It's just where they want to move forward with. It's not. You don't fit into their things and stuff like that. All right. So they have a vision. They have a vision for where they want to get their company going. All right. Let's see here. It's a new venture. It will go through many growth cycle changes as it adapt to market and challenges. Yep. And then this is why when you get fired by something, if it's not something you do wrong, or let's say they said they're moving to, you just don't fit into that thing, don't take it personal. As a matter of fact, these are the time where you keep, once in a blue moon, or for Christmas, or if you remember their birthday, give them a call at their office and say, I'm wishing you a happy birthday. I remember today's your birthday, or something like that. Guess what? These leave a mark, okay? It leave a mark, because when you need reference, or if they have a different position, oh, this person was nice, I like the way she did. Guess what? They will ring you up for that particular position before they hire a firm to find somebody for them. All right. Though this small little gesture, it works. All right. Why is Camilla T is so invested in the U.S. based charity? All right. So there's okay. Where's the thing that I just read? Where was I? Is it this one? Alright, so that's the one. Okay, I'm out of this. Now I'm here. On Tuesday installment of Piers Morgan is a Stalker. For 3 years, ITV gave Piers Morgan free reign to verbally abuse Meghan Markle because his ego was bruised when he realized he wasn't important enough to get an invitation to her wedding. Man, baby. Okay, it never entered into his deluded head that maybe once she met him, the person she couldn't stand him. All right, no lies detected. All right, next, let's look for something. All right, let's look for some stuff. All right, so this is the thing that I showed you guys with Omid. Okay, I'm not gonna go on Omid comment, but let's read it. Other Archwell's news: social impact and culture change agency Invisible Hand joined the organization. James Holt, promoted to the foundation executive director, much deserved. Former chief of staff Catherine St. Laurent has transitioned to a senior advisory role. All right, Toya Holmes, global press secretary for Archwell. Quote, Archwell is incredibly pleased to welcome Ben Genevieve and the Invisible Hand team to the organization, along with the appointment of James Holt as executive director of Archwell Foundation. They join a rapidly expanding team that's deeply dedicated to advancing systematic cultural change and supporting compassionate communities across the world. All right, so that's that. I'm not gonna go in the comment, and I think I read some of it yesterday with screenshot. And there's this. All right. Archwell, it's incredible pleased to welcome Ben Genevieve, Invisible Hand. Okay, that's the same thing. All right, so let's see here. All right, Archwell is incredible. Okay, I think that's the same thing. This is the person. Where's that? Oh, her. All right, so that's her. All right. Let's see. 3 comments here. Is that her? My faith is greater than my fear. Meghan Markle. All right, congratulations. All right, so that's that. All right, that's this one. Next tweet: Royal Pen Girl, love always wins in the end. All right, she chooses me and I choose her, and therefore whatever we have to tackle together or individually will always be us together as a team. All right, let's see here. I think there's a music. Yeah, I'll mute it.
She chooses me and I choose her, and therefore, whatever we have to tackle together or individually will always be us together as a team.
Oh, every time I see this one, I'm still thinking of my old video. As I was looking at it, you know, the hug, the touching and holding hand, and I was thinking, this is probably the best affection he ever had since his mom. Okay, the way his mom used to hold him and all of this. Okay, I think Meghan had been the next person since his mom. Okay, this is not to say anything about anything else. All right, just this part. All right, don't bring anybody else into this. All right, 14.8 million people in the UK watched the Oprah Winfrey Harry interview. It was the #1 program in the nation for the week, nearly double the second best program. Polishing the toenail. All right, that's 27-day rating, 8 to 14 March 2021. Let's see, 20 comment. Okay, how many people watched the Commonwealth broadcast front by 6 Royal? Okay, I saw something, what? That says 80,000 viewers, but don't quote me, okay? It didn't make the BBC top 15, which bottomed out at less than 5 million viewers. Oh dear. Okay, the way Piers Morgan watches Endless Orbit, yes. Alright, so that's that. Alright, but the Queen's Commonwealth speech, didn't the royal subject tune in? Okay, 80,000 watch the Magnificent Seven on BBC. Oh, okay, but the little islands swear to not watch it. Okay, yet no one cares to watch. I wonder who are all those gremlins who slip into the UK, watch the program, and then slip back out again, unnoticed, of course. I know it was temporary invasion of the body snatchers. Oh my God, they keep telling us this couple is irrelevant. All right, not just the best watch of the week, but for the year. Wow. And the Oprah Meghan Harry interview was watched live by half the terrestrial TV viewing audience in the whole country. What? I wonder what happened to that poll. Come again and tell me who's irrelevant. Okay, but according to them, they are not popular with the people. Apparently they are. Alright, but I thought no one wanted to watch it. Too funny. Alright, thank you to the Sun for restoring the truth. Poor Diana. Alright, let's see here. Alright, the couple's wedding certificate confirmed the formalities did take place in May 19, 2018, Windsor Castle. Alright, certificate of entry of marriage. Oh, let's see here. Alright, so that's the thing. Alright, 20 married someday. Okay, I'll zoom in then when I'm editing, because right now I can't. I don't want to mess up the... Okay. The Queen's Free Chapel of St. George Parish within her castle of Windsor and the Royal Borough of Windsor. Alright, so I can't really see it right now, but when I zoom in, it's different when I put it in the program where I edit. Alright, let's see here. But they said they weren't going to watch. Okay, they are all fans. Okay, 14.8 mil, #1 program for the week only. Scratch that, for the entire decade. You don't say. Alright, I thought YouGov ran a poll that says 85% of Brit won't be watching. That's why you take those polls with a grain of salt. Forget forgot what the right wing papers are pushing out. Lots of people actually like the Sussexes, okay, and they swear every day that they are hated there. How can you hate someone and follow each move he makes? It's ridiculous. All right, so that's the thing. People over there are clicking their stuff. All right, why? Okay, I read this. Why Kamala T is so invested in the U.S. base. All right, I did that. To peace and Sussexville. All right. All right. Let's look for. Okay, my notification is popping. Let's see. There's one, at least one thing. All right. So that's the David Allen Green. The insistence on the Union Jack flag, just as the United Kingdom is about to break up, is the political equivalent of Woolworth selling hippie wigs in 1969. What is going on here? What is that? South African peeps, it's hype time to demand yours too. Okay, so this is here. Alright, Koh-i-Noor Diamond LC accept plea for early hearing. What is going on? I'm not gonna click this. I don't want to read any article. Today and of Women's Day, we celebrate Serena Williams, not only the greatest female tennis player of all time, but a passionate advocate for fair representation of women and women of color in sports, and activist for gender pay equity in sports. All right, so let's go to this here, this one. All right, the reply. Remember, I read this already. All right, the reply that get the allude or satisfying as the one that completely missed it. Alright, Woolworth's sense of timing was never that good. Woolly shop assistant in Cambridge University town at the beginning of the academic year. Sorry, none left. I don't know why we always sell out the kettle in October. Alright, so what's going on here? Okay, we want the first flag available to humanity. So something happened here. I don't know. I saw it yesterday too. Maybe there was different country for different representation here. Alright, this is what the most successful politician of our era think about using flag for political advantage. Alright, 1970 National Front. Okay, I don't know what this is about, so I don't even need to read. If I know more about it, I'll come back to it. So at least I could put my 2 cents in it. Alright, Sussex Squad disengage with UK tabloid, Voda morning shows, all of it. Radio, social media, disengage, please. We don't feed the UK beast. Okay, so this is telling, don't even bother clicking. Alright, let's look for prayer. All right, prayer for what? Prayer for let's say security and prosperity. All right, security and let's say security. He's saying for protection and prosperity, but I say security. Let's see. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna read that one and then I'll go and see the image and see if something pop up. All right, bless my work with prosperity for my good and for your glory. May the love of the Father, the tenderness of the Son, and the presence of the Spirit gladden my heart and bring peace to my soul today and for all days. Through Jesus Christ our Lord, amen. All right, so let's go to images, see if I gravitate towards some images. Prosperity. I don't want a long one. When it's long, it's hard for me to see. Let's see here. This one, Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plan. That's very good. Okay, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plan. Okay, let's look at this. Under blessing will come on you and overtake you. Let's see that one. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plan I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plan to give you hope and a future. Okay, that's good. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share.